Alright guys, working on my 4.4i BMX5. Basically my situation was with a major oil leak. On the, well, actually close to the alternator, and I immediately assumed that it was a alternator bracket. It was an alternator bracket gasket failure. All right, and now removing the gasket was the biggest pain. Actually, removing the gasket was the biggest pain. After swearing a couple times, I kind of figured it out. Look at a couple of videos, and so basically, to gain access to that last bolt over here, where is it? That's the only one left. Right there. To gain access to that last bolt, what I did, I disconnected the axle, the drive axle completely. Right. I unbolted the front differential right here, so differential is nice and free floating. Now there's one hex bolt between the differential and the engine mount. All right, so I basically had to leave that bolt. That's this bolt right here. Leave it in place. Now it's very difficult to get to that bolt between the differential and the engine mount. Okay, so what I used to get that out, where is it? This is what I used. Actually, I've had this tool for a couple of years now. Bought it from Home Depot. It's actually a Husky. That's Husky. Yeah, that's Husky. And the size of the bolt is 5/8. Right, 5/8, 16 millimeters, same thing. All right. So I was able to get. That's the only tool I was able to get between the differential and the engine mount. All right. So all I didn't have to lift up the engine and do all the crap that these other videos are talking about. All I did, I pulled the differential out enough. The only restriction is gonna be the rack and pinion right here. Where is it? Right there. The rack and pinion gives a little bit of restriction. So all you basically do, you pull I wedge the flathead screwdriver between the rack and pinion and the differential and kind of nudge it around. You basically have to turn the differential clockwise. All right, turn it clockwise. So basically you have to push a pry bar, screwdriver, 2 pry bars on both sides of the differential, pull it away from the oil box, and once you have it free of the oil box, then you could pivot it back and forth. All right, so right now you could see where it's pulled out enough, and I was able to spin it. I was able to spin the differential enough. All right, let's see here. I was able to spin the differential. I was able to spin the differential enough to be able to See, nice free clearance to the bolt. All right, so the next step, basically the next step is to take it off. All right, now one good tool for that is that same Husky dual access, or all seat, or I would say it's a dual access throughway. I would call it a throughway socket. That's my own little description for it, a throughway socket. So basically, whatever length bolt you have, it goes through without any restriction. All right, so I'm gonna pull that baby out and see what happens.